Hello, my melodies. Welcome back to continue this theme this week. We are hanging out doing Twilight Masquerade. Picked up a couple extra building battles after the midnight pre-release event and the daytime event, and also split a case with Real Breaking Nate. You can go ahead and check out the video on his channel. I haven't checked his channel, or I haven't checked the video out yet, but I assume he opened up his 5 boxes. But today, I wanted to talk about what do you do at a building battle? How do you build in battle? I've heard different people ask. Some people know what to do. Some people don't know how to do. This is my absolute favorite format to go and do a tournament with. I always participate in play. I never actually run the event because it's one of my favorite events to do. So some things that you just need to know about. When you enter a build and battle tournament, you will get one of these boxes. It'll have plastic all over it. It'll tell you the name of the set. It'll say build and battle down here, and then there is kind of the inside pieces. So you will get a 40 card ready to play deck. So that's really all you need. You can get one of 4 promos. There's almost always 4 promos. I don't know if there's ever been a pre-release with build and battles that weren't 4, so that's something you can be good about. I'll make a note in this video in the future if that ever changes. And then you have 4 booster packs. Those booster packs are meant to kind of randomize what people are going to be able to pull and modify the 40 card deck. And then a code card for this where you get one of the 40, you get a promo, and then you get one of the 40 card decks online in the game. So another piece of note here is if you are trying to do different events, or if you're at an event that are doing multiple different build and battles, you can see the complexity of the deck. And this play level is actually on a lot of Pokemon products. It's very useful if you're starting out and you want something with simple mechanics to get used to the game. I recommend a level 1. Level 2 means that there's kind of interactions and there's combinations in the deck or the product that add to some of the complexity and the level of well, I think level of fun in the game, but you know, you have to be cognizant of multiple things at the same time during your turn to make it work. And of course, level 3 is max. You got different things that you have to do turn by turn to be able to make the deck work to the best of its ability. So a lot of the top players have decks that I would say are tier 3 on the play, or a play level of 3, purely because, you know, you want to start out a certain way. You get through the mid game, you're doing a bunch of different actions or pulling stuff out of your deck in specific order and specific priority. And then late game, you have things to kind of close out, get those last prizes out of from your opponent to win the game. But let's go ahead and get this open. It will come with a sleeve. It'll look like the old booster boxes, and then it will come with this insert. Now, the insert usually talks about what the new set is. And we'll get this open. It says, you know, Twilight Masquerade, a festival of mischief and mystery. And then it talks a little bit about the background. It also talks about some building tips. So you can read all this to have some helpful items, helpful like tips and tricks on what to build, what to look out for, all that good stuff. Then like they've been doing surveys and stuff. I haven't filled any of that stuff out. But then you have some of the artwork from the set. But the insert is also a first chance that we get to look at the set list. So now you can see all the different cards that might come in this set. There's a handy like drop down of what the rarities are and then what they're there as well. Standard set, foil, standard set. There's no indication for which cards are part of what they call the parallel set. That you would want an Elite Trainer box sheet for, but starting out really strong, you know, get a build and battle, get this sheet. This is what I usually start to mark off until I move into one of my digital sheets later on. So useful insert, always fun to have. And if you open up a lot of them, then you get a lot of different ones. I should call out that this was the build and battle box that Sydney chose for me when we were splitting the case. So Thank you, Sydney. It looks like I got Thwacky. I needed Thwacky. So here is the 40 card deck. As you can see, you got the code card. You have the one of the 4 promos that will have artwork and a stamp that is unique. And then on the back here, there's like a space that will have like a little plastic tab. That's where I grab it and I just go through, make sure you pop it all over, and then you can get a 40 card deck that is technically ready to play. Now, you do have to include the promo, but there's a code card. I think it'll be another week before that that becomes active. But you get the promo. You do have to add this into the other cards to make a 40 card deck, but then you get to see a trainer tip tool card. Kind of a, not tool card, but a trainer tip card. I like to collect these, and there's always like 6 different versions because there's usually like pairs of Pokemon that are in these decks. But I also like to collect them because it's the pack artwork in a very clean little card setup. Instead of trying to put one of the packs that have been wrinkled or whatever, you get the clean artwork on the back. So I do collect these. If you're at a pre-release event or a build metal event and you see me and you don't want these trainer tip cards, I will gladly take them. I have a nice little collection of them. But let's go to the small screen here. You can see it has trainer tips and it talks about what's going on. These decks, particular to Twilight Masquerade, are kind of a unique set. It's definitely a level 2. There's some layers to it. So you can see there's abilities. It talks about the different abilities, how they combine and how they interact. The Thwacky, of course, is based on Boom Boom Groove. It allows you to search for some Pokemon. Of course, to get the Thwacky, you need Grookey's, so it gives you a couple Grookey's. The paired Pokemon is Frostless in this combo. So you can see you have another Frostless, you have some Glalie, and then the Snow Runts that allow you to evolve that Pokemon. From Thwacky, you can evolve into Rillaboom. I guess I can be doing the smaller screen so you can see a little bit. You can pause and read what some of those do. You have Monkey Dory that I paired a lot with Frostless this past weekend. Being able to move damage counters around, having some good fun. Dipplin, where it has the Festival Lead, which pairs with the Boom Boom Groove to allow you to do that ability. And of course, the evolution on that. You get some trainers. Now, most of the trainers typically come from older sets or they're new sets, new in the set that you're opening. You can see down here, it's the Twilight Masquerade is TWM. Let me see if I can zoom in that. So Twilight Masquerade is TWM for that set. Now this set actually has a very unique situation. You can see down there, that is a Black Star promo. So that's part of the Scarlet Violet promo set. You don't usually get 2 promos in a build and battle, but I saw everyone getting a Picnicker as part of this set, which is fun. You get 2 promos in a build and battle, and that doesn't always happen. Bug catching set, other trainers, and then you get energy to make the deck work, and that's where you get the other, that's what you get to the 40. Now, what I typically do is I go through, I see what is my trainer tips, what is this, do I care about it, which combo do I want to play, and then I figure out, okay, well, I'm looking at grass, I'm looking at water, and I've got this Monkey Dory that's doing a fancy thing, but I have some luminous energy that allows me to do Monkey Dory. So I'm focused on grass and water in my mind right now. So then I jump over, and the event usually starts with opening up the box and doing your deck build. Usually you get like 40 minutes, 45 minutes to build a deck. And part of that is opening up the 40 cards, starting to read and learn and figure out like, what's my strategy here? What do I want to do? But then you get to open up some packs, and that's really why we're all here, right? you get some of the new cards. You get to experience them for the first time, all of that good stuff. And then I usually go through and I start reading. I do a look for anything that has colorless attacks, because then I can pretty much put it in the deck and have it wherever I want. I'm looking for extra basics, but what I'm really looking for is trainers. Now, I love the Poltergeist and Sinistra line. I'm so excited for that. Put a basic energy into your hand, flip a coin. This tail does nothing, but the Poltergeist or the Sinistra EX is, I think I'm going to build that deck. But very beautiful. But since this is grass and that's synergy, I kind of want to put that to the side and say, well, maybe we'll play that. We have metal coating with a colorless attack. That's perfectly fine. I'm not going to worry about it. Watch roll. We have iron bundle with water. Okay, so switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. If you do, switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. So you can do 60 and swap out. That might be pretty good. So I'm going to put the water to the side. So I got my water, I got my grass kind of off the side, and then I put every trainer that I can possibly get, and I put every trainer off to the side. Oh, I got something back there. Florges was one of the pairs that was actually floating about. So if I had a Florges line, I would also be paying attention to that. But look at that. So I got a trainer. I got a trainer of a secret box. This one says you can use this card only if you discard 3 other cards from your hand. Search your deck for an item card, a Pokemon tool card, a supporter card, and a stadium card. Reveal them and put them into your hand. I know somebody who grabbed this, ended up going 3-0. Very early acceleration. I mean, just game accelerating craziness to get all of that stuff. And there's a reason that it's an A spec. But I'm going to put that off to the side. Got a Farafrig or Faraftaraf, I can speak, and then a Heatran. So none of those are the ones. I'm going to actually save that code card for myself. Put that off to the side. But none of those I'm going to really be able to add yet, but I put out the water and the water and the grass because of the deck that I got. I'm going to sleeve that up too, because rock on. Actually, you know what? We're going to do the MVP section back there. That's a party. I got an A spec immediately out of one of the packs. Let's get into the next pack. Now, normally, you know, if I'm sitting down, I'm chatting with different people, we're hanging out, we're seeing new cards. I was like, oh, I got an A spec, or oh, I pulled a double rare, or oh, that's really awesome. That's kind of that's a free cost. So you can see how that's colorless and that's free. So that's kind of fun. We got Poliwag. Here's colorless as well. So these usually can fit into any deck. So I typically put those to the side as well. There's Clefable. I love the Metronome is back. So I'm definitely going to need to build a Metronome deck to have some fun. Tatsugiri. There was Tatsugiri in as one of the promos. That could be pretty good in that deck. Of course, I didn't get it. More cards that aren't probably going to help. And we got Cramorant. And then we're ending on a Arcanine. Okay, so I know I got the Growlithe earlier. If your bench Pokemon has any damage counters, it does 120 total for no energy. That might be really useful to throw into a deck. But regular holo. And then we keep going into different packs. So you can see my mentality. Separating things that I think might work. Since that one over there doesn't have any energy cost to it, and I don't have to worry about putting fighting energy into my deck, I might put that into there, so I'll think about that. We have Phoebus. We got Girafarig that I've been having Faraftarafs all over the place. We got Froakie. I'm going to put that up there. Bug catching set, another trainer, and it says, you know, it's looking for grass, both grass energy and Pokemon that you find there. So that one's going to be pretty valuable, I think. I got an Apom already over there. That means I could evolve into Apom. Let's see. Whenever you evolve one of your Pokemon, you may flip 2 coins. Each heads, choose a random card from your opponent's hand, reveals the cards, and shuffle into their deck. A Wicked Tale of Apom. That's kind of fun. We got a Phantump reverse holo, so we'll put that into the grass pile. Heatran. Ooh, and then another Frostless. So now I have 2 Frostless potentially to fit into the deck that I would like to kind of enhance. Now, I know I saw in the deck earlier, I only have 3 Snowrunts. So if I were to put that other Frostless in, then I might need to swap out like Glalie for a Frostless and, you know, not be able to not overdo it, right? You don't want to overdo the Pokemon. I got another Grookey, so Grookey might add on there. There is a fun rule as part of the build and battles. You don't have, normally during deck building, you can't do 4 do more than 4 cards with the same name. But in the build battles, you can. So if you wanted to play with 5 Grookey's, you could. So that's fun. We have Jamming Tower, another trainer. Always put that off to the set. I almost always try and find room for my trainers, no matter what goes on. We got Glaceon. I don't think I've been pulling any Eevees, so I'm going to keep that down. I've got another Diplin. That's also good synergy. More bug catching sets. And then we have a Clefairy as well. So I could do the Clefairy line and the evolution there. And then a Blissey EX. I don't believe that I got a Chansey, but look at that beautiful one. And I think I pulled a Chansey or a Blissey EX on my normal. But there it is. Like, there's the opening. And now that I have everything, I can go through. I can say, okay, well, you know, I like the Arcanine and I like the Growlithe. So I have that and I can put that in there. Get rid of a Stadium that I don't want. But then also, if I have any damage counters because I'm playing Frostless, then I can do a no cost attack, and then I just start going through like what do I want to do. These are let's see, this attack does 4 damage for each of your stage 1 Pokemon in play. I'm gonna have a lot of them in play. I know I have at least one of the basics that can evolve, so I've got that one. Oh, and that's even my favorite artist. Fun. So I can play one of those lines, but then I'm going to go in and I'm going to say, okay, well, do I want to do the Thwackey? I got extra grass stuff. I got a lot of bug catching sets. I might just lean into grass Pokemon and remove all of the water. So I might go ahead and decide I'm going to do that and then put all the grass that I want, maybe some other things, and be able to have some more fun there. But nevertheless, there's my kind of thought process. That's how you do a build and battle. You build your 40 card deck. Now I also take, you know, damage counters, sleeves. Once I decide what my 40 card deck is, I make sure I got enough energy. Usually choose the Pokemon, put as many trainers as are useful that I can, and then I fill the rest with energy. Take that deck, put it together, sleeve it, and then you go play your rounds and you have fun with the new cards. People are learning, people are talking through stuff. People are saying, oh no, actually that's not how that card works. It's on your damage counters, not my damage counters. And it's just a lot of good fun. It's the fun part of Pokemon that I really like, of just learning new mechanics, learning how things interact and how people enjoy playing the game. And you get to hang out with your friends and you make some new friends along the way. So hopefully this is useful, been a useful episode or video for you all. I got a couple good pulls, had some fun there. Oh, I should probably sleeve that guy up because it'll go in the trade binder if I remember properly. Or this will be the one that ends up in the binder, and the other one, once I find it, will end up in the trade binder. Who knows? But yeah. Thanks for watching. As always, remember to keep singing the song in your heart. And in the end, a little music goes a long way.